Early morning. Early morning. Already then cleaned out the puppy area to see if the mom want to go outside. She doesn't want to go outside yet. And you see all the puppies are still. I always get it straight right there. No, you gotta get. I gotta move him. Y'all hold on a second.
You are now tuned into Flyroy, the trend setter. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, man, I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit this morning, man. First thing I'm gonna say good morning to everybody. The second thing we're gonna start talking about is that dogs and puppies are not for everybody. They're not for everybody. They're not for all kids. You know, some kids don't have the patience. You know, some kids they got patience, man, and they want to learn about them, and they want to know, and they want to help. And if you got some kids like that, and you are a parent that loves animals and you love dogs and stuff like that, breeding dogs is for you. And it's also a fantastic thing to show your kids how to not only protect the puppies, to be able to feed them, nourish them, help take care of them, and a big factor, clean up after them, right? Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this. When I was younger, that it was a lot of programs around when I was younger. And I also, man, I'm always a big fan of it takes a village to raise a child, and it really does. Where I've been fortunate, I had a lot of villages raise me. You know what I'm saying? Not because, you know, my parents wasn't there or whatever. Oh, my parents was there. And you know as much as I know that certain kids, they listen more of outside than they do their parents. It's just a common fact. So the village definitely raised me, man. And I really, I honestly, I don't remember the lady name to this day. Like I said, I was probably 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. But I had this lady, she worked for the Humane Society. And I was always drawn to this lady because she always had, it looked like a police uniform. It was brown. She got the badge and everything. And, you know, but she worked for the Humane Society. Well, she loved cats. So what she did was, while she worked at the Humane Society, she helped bring the cats back, and if there were some cats that she wanted to take home, she adopted those pets and she took those pets home, and those are her pets. Well, she showed me how to, you know, about the cats. I know a lot about cats. I do know there's a lot of rare cats, and I also know that there are some very, very expensive cats, which a friend of mine had one, and I have a friend that has 2 right now. But I'm not really into cats. I understand like everything feeds a purpose and stuff like that, and there's a animal, and there's also, you know, a woman for everybody. But me and cats, I like them. Maybe the reason why I don't like them is because my mom hated cats. So if you are a son and your mother hates a certain animal, you're going to be like cool with them because you might like them. But at the same time, as an instinct of a son is to want to protect his mother and, you know, be there for the mother. So like, I never liked the cats, never liked cats because of my mom, but I would deal with them. But as far as me purchasing one or getting one, I do not like cats at all. You know, I do not like cats. And what it is, I just don't like something that's not going to bark. I don't like the meow, and I don't like the cat walks by you and it puts his tail all on you and stuff. Then you got hair all on you. then you don't know what the cat might do. Cat might jump on top of your forehead or something. So I don't, oh boy, you got a little bit of motor in that V6. Y'all heard it. But man, we're gonna stop talking about the cats, but back to the lady. So the lady that worked at the Humane Society, she started noticing that I was very, very into like the just animals, period. So she went to my mom and she told my mom about, you know, that I've been going to her house, not going like to her house, but like she stayed in the same apartment building, and I used to come out there and always used to call a lady from the balcony of her house. If she was home, she'd come outside, she'd bring a cat. She used to always sit and talk to me, you know what I'm saying, was telling me how important, you know, cats and taking care of them and making sure you're not being mean to them and stuff like that. So I was like drawn to like animals at a young age. So I was fortunate enough to have a friend and a mentor that she took me to the Humane Society, which I would recommend anybody going. You know, if you're an adult, go to the Humane Society. Go in there and see how you will have a person that will buy an animal, or to, you know, a friend will give them an animal and they want the animal just for that moment. And then it goes to the nurturing of the animal. Then it goes to feeding of the animal, cleaning of the animal, and whatever animal it is, it's going to be work. It's going to be work. You also have to create a routine for that animal, and you got to stick to that routine, or the animal is not, you're going to create a problem. So she used to take me to the Humane Society, which was maybe 4 blocks from my house. So after a while, we're going to start skipping forward. I started going there myself, walking there, and to her, that showed her like that I really wanted to learn, that it wasn't the fact that she was just taking me there and I was going, or maybe she felt like she was forcing me to go for me to learn or whatever. But when she seen me going there on my own, I used to go there on my bike. I have cared for so many different animals. You guys really have no idea that, you know, learning different stuff. So me and animals, I love them. I do a lot of research and investigation. And even when my dog was in labor, like I said before, I never had this breed of a dog, so I don't know things that they're going to do, like when they weapon for you know, to have the puppies. Certain breed of dogs do certain things, and you know what I'm saying, and I've been reading up on those. I wasn't fully all the way aware. Now I was aware of the hole digging. They dug the hole and they did that, but as she had the puppies, I want some of you guys to drop something in the comments and let me know that whatever kind of animal do you have, or have you had, did you allow them to have like a natural dog birth, which means that the dog picks his area, you let the puppy stay there until the mom brings them out, that you watch the whole process of the mom introducing the puppies to the dad. Now, I haven't did it with these puppies just as of yet, but I will tell you this. Before the dog went into labor, my dogs are house dogs. The male dog was inside of the house. The female dog was inside of the house. And when I mean that they were communicating with each other, they was communicating. It's like she yelled out to him the same thing as if a mother will call the father and say, hey, I'm going into labor. You need to get your butt to the hospital right now because it's going down. And that's like what I got out of what she was telling him, because I was watching his reactions. And the next morning, I get Junior, you know, I'm taking care of the puppies, you know, making sure, you know, I'm trying to, you know, be there, you know, cleaning them up. I was like literally there. I haven't slept in almost 3 days. And that's having kids in the house, that's taking care of kids, also working, and also being there, taking time to make sure that I'm there for these babies, because they are your responsibility. If you get an animal, if you get a pet, they are your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a pet and say, oh, you know, I want to get a pet because my kids want a dog. Okay, that's fine. That's fantastic. But it is your responsibility to show the kids on how to take care of the kids. And the best thing to do it is to show them. Don't just tell them and say, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. Show them by actions. And I've shown my kids by actions. They seen it. And like, they like, man, like, Dad, you know, they seen how important it was that Dad was in the house all day with the puppies. And they knew that's not normal for Dad to be doing. That Dad's either going to be outside fixing something, he's going to be working on something, he's going to be outside networking, communicating with people, and doing those type of things. I gave all my dedication to my family, what I'm supposed to do, that I do all the time, and I did it also for the animals because that's what I'm supposed to do. And at the same time, I'm teaching my kids that. I have fish. A lot of people don't know that, man. I have piranhas. I have always had piranhas. I've been having fish since I was a kid. And like I said, man, it goes back to the village. I have uncles. I had two of my favorite uncles. One has passed away and one is still here. Where those two uncles, one uncle, which is my mom's brothers, one of my two uncles that showed me like about animals and stuff are my mom's brothers. My mom's oldest brother, he showed me about fish. He had the most beautifulest fish tank that you can ever imagine. And when I was younger, he had the most aggressive fish that I ever seen. You know, like I don't even remember the type of fish that he had. I know one of them was a red devil, and I know that his tank was so big that he had glass in between sections to so the fish don't all come together and of course kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So I was always raised around animals. My uncle had now his fish tank was a saltwater fish tank. Now those of you know about fish, a saltwater fish tank it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, and also it takes a whole lot of money to be able to take care of a saltwater fish tank. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have your actual primary tank that you have your fish in. Also, you have to have another tank that's either next to it, underneath it, close by, that you are transferring the water from one tank to another when cleaning because of the salt water. And also, if you guys know about saltwater fish, the saltwater fish are very, 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 very expensive. Very expensive. Oh, while I'm talking too, I need to make sure I get gas this morning too, or we be somewhere parked and talking, you know, waiting on somebody to come bring us some gas. But man, I'm making this video so people can, like, you know, animals are like human beings. Exactly like human beings, man. Animals got the same instincts, man. They just not, far as communication, they do communicate, but you just have to have that ear to listen. They do communicate. Animals do communicate. They communicate off signs, off body movements, and what it also matters too, what determines what type of breed of dog that you have, because some dogs have, man, some of these dogs are smart, very, very smart, man. Like you get into like the Yorkies. I'm gonna tell you some very, very smart dogs that I have came in encounter with that I've had personally myself. I've had the chance of having a German Rottweiler. I also had American Rottweiler, which is two different type of breeds of dogs. They look completely different. They act completely different, and they also do different things. I've also had a Alaskan Husky, man, and that was a dog right there, man, and that dog was weird, because those of y'all ever had Alaskan Husky, unless you had another dog around that Alaskan Husky does not bark. They do not like bark, they howl, because they're like real close to the family of wolves. Now, y'all drop something in the comments, man. You know, if I'm wrong about certain things or whatever, but me, myself, a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about, I really have had these animals and I really know. But I am also open where if you have had different situations on your altercations that you've had with your animals, drop something in the comments, man, and let's share these things and let's talk about them, man. Because I think this is a big thing and we want to always talk about, oh yeah, there's a lot of animals, there's a lot of stray animals in the world. Yes, they are. And my thing is, one of the big common factors of it is I think a lot of these people, you know, you get a dog for companionship, you get an animal for companionship, whatever you feel lonely or you want to feel protected, whatever it is. And a lot of people jump into these things and they're not doing the paperwork, the book work, and the studying to finding out, you know, what it takes to actually keep the dog, what it takes to be able to take care of the dog, the finances for the dog, all these things, man. And look, we're gonna do this, man. I don't want to talk y'all ear off this morning. These were a couple things that you know, that I always, even my kids, I'm getting them to understand and know, like, you know, animals and human beings is not a toy. Like, don't disrespect them, do not try to hurt them, you know, don't do those things, because they are creatures in the world. And you know what I'm saying, if we teach our kids these things, I believe they will become to be like, you know, nurturers and caring and loving people. And man, y'all drop something in the comments, man, and y'all let me know. We are going to go, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go day to day with the puppies on giving y'all an update. I might and I might not. Y'all drop some comments and let me know if y'all want to see that, you know what I'm saying, as far as what I do. And if you want me to break it down, because a lot of people also say too, before I close out, I'm gonna tell you guys this, that my dog was in labor. She pushed out, it was 2 puppies. I thought she was done. She was still in labor. Like, she went in labor, big dogs, she went in labor like hours later again. Well, in between that time, she's still trying to push the babies out, and she's still doing this, and she's still going. And a lot of people realize that sometimes the mom smashes puppies, you know, and they're not extinct to hurt the puppies. You know, they want the puppies to live just like you do. They are extent to be a parent just like we are. But at the same time, they're dealing with emotions and they're trying to get those other puppies out. What we have to do is, dog owners, if you're in dog breeding, you have to think and try to do the most important thing that you can do to help your animal out, to deliver the babies, you know, so what I did is that I went to the store, had somebody go to the store for me to get a supplement baby formula. And what I did was I let the mom approve of it. When I made the bottles, I gave it to the mom. And what that did was it let the mom assure me that she's not going to hurt the babies when I give the babies back to the mom to feed them. And before I did that, like, it's a lot of different stuff, man, that you guys can do. And if you guys want to know about some of the things that I've learned from a lot of people, man, I know a lot of dog breeders. I know a lot of different people, man, that do a lot of different things with animals. They breed them, take care of them, you know, all that type of stuff, man. I even know some people that take fish to the fish stores. I know people that breed dogs and take them to the animal stores. These dogs and animals come from places, man. They come from breeders. They come from farms, man. Y'all tap in, drop some in the comments. Let me know about this video if y'all liked it, man. But I will give you guys an update on the puppies, man. We're going to try to go every 2 days and everything. And I'm also going to show you the videos of me showing my kids on how to nurture and take care of the puppies, man, because I think that's very important. So make sure y'all stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, man, and let's get it. Yes, sir.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.